Pisces, welcome to your mid-February 2022 general tarot update. It's Rena here. So I just started over again right away because I had the wrong magnification or whatever you call it on. So that's why that's there. Okay. So the heart of the matter is the Seven of Swords. This is a card of you could see the person has in this particular deck some kind of knife, and they in this particular deck they use these black birds to signify like negative vibes and maybe negative thoughts sometimes. But this person, and this is a sword, yeah, so it's about the way that the person is thinking isn't really very good. and the light of the moon can be the time of deception because, well, first of all, in the tarot, it can represent that, but also that's when people tend to do things with the cover of darkness, right? And so this can be a card of deception, and it can sometimes be physical theft. So if you've had things that are missing and maybe you don't suspect anybody in your immediate circle because it's only family and friends that have been over to your place recently and you trust them implicitly, you may have to kind of go, oh, whoa, wait a second. Maybe someone, unfortunately, that I know might be behind this. But this is also, and you know, cheating can be this as well. Somebody going out behind your back and doing, you know what, with somebody else. And the other thing about this card is it can be going it alone. So if you have been in a relationship, or maybe you have a tendency to go from one relationship to the next, you say, guess what? I am now going to stop that cycle and I'm going to do something that is more independent. And maybe, and this is also a card of strategizing. So if you have something that you are, you know, needing to get straight in your life, you are able to do so with your own ideas. You're not, in other words, you're not working off of somebody else's plan, but you have your own strategy of how you're going to do something. So, and you might not share those plans with other people. You might be doing things on your own because you don't want that kind of negative feedback or somebody trying to thwart you. Sometimes what they say of the Seven of Swords is that the person needs to get out of a situation, but they have to do so in a clever kind of manner. In the past position, we have the King of Cups. This can be like a spiritual leader. It's funny that they have the fish. I guess it might be associated with Pisces specifically. But Cancer and Scorpio are both water signs, and that could be them as well. And it's associated with fish too, but usually that's the symbol of Pisces specifically. But this person, although they're a water sign, they're very mature. So usually they talk about chronological age, that this person's older than you, and this can even be a father or a father figure who's very caring. But it doesn't have to be that the person is chronologically older than you. It can be that they are just mature. They have matured their suit, or I should say, matured their element in water, meaning emotions, that they are emotionally mature. And so that might be somebody who is helping you to see that this person is cheating. So if this is a sounding board for you, whether it's a father, a stepfather, somebody who's been like a father to you, a grandfather, or if this is a counselor, that's King of Cups can be a counselor or a spiritual advisor, then that person may be helping you to admit to yourself, because Pisces tends to want to believe in the deception, not because you want to be deceived, but you want that ideal. You don't want the reality. If the reality means that somebody is cheating on you, that is not something that you want to hear. And of course, nobody would want to hear that, but sometimes you have to know the truth in order to know how you're going to deal with it. The spiritual message is the Empress. Could be saying to you, I think this is an interesting one because this can be associated with motherhood, maybe wanting to become a mother, or if you already are, that you don't need that person in your life because you're looking for somebody who is father material. And that's what the King of Cups is father material. Somebody who might be very nurturing as a man and very strong, that would be a great father, not somebody who is deceptive, somebody you can't count on. But also, the Empress card is just about love in general, and it's like, who do you give your love to? You want to give your love to somebody that is worthy of it. And of course, all human beings are worthy of love, but not in that romantic sense, where it's very, very close quarters. What crosses you is the Knight of Cups. So this can be the kind of person that either you're with right now or who you're attracted to tonight. You see in the background that I thought that was a unicorn because I thought that was a horn. Might just be a regular, that's like the white horse representing that knight on the horse. And this is in the challenge position. So you could be with someone, maybe you find yourself with that Seven of Swords, if that is an individual, with a person who has a habit of being very deceptive. Maybe they're very irresponsible. They might have a substance abuse problem, and you can't count on them. And what it could be is that they're very immature, and they're not ready for commitment. And then the King of Cups is. So it's about either somebody has come into your life that is like the King of Cups, or you realize that is what you need, not this little boy. What is coming in is the Ace of Wands, and this is new beginnings that feel very passionate. It could even be an affair, a passionate affair. It can be something like it reminds me of springtime when things are new, fresh. So it's fresh energy. If this is some kind of work situation, the Seven of Swords can be somebody stealing your ideas. So this could be intellectual property theft, or even if it's not something that you can sue over because you can't prove your case, somebody might be taking your ideas and presenting them as their own. Or just something that is sketchy happening. And that person might be a coworker. And the boss may be on your side. So it's not that you're going to have to worry about that, but with that Knight of Cups, if you have to work with this person, it might be awkward. So the Ace of Wands can even be, that desire to start your own business and things like that. And we're really getting to a time when this is going to be a green light period, and all of the planets are out of their shadows, and you can do things with a lot greater success, maybe, but even now you might find yourself, okay, now I'm going to do this thing, and you already have it all worked out. You don't really need a lot of preparation to do it. You just know you can. It might just be that you want to start taking in kids for a home, like a daycare or something like that, and you just need like some kind of license or whatever, and it's not something that you have to spend a lot of money or preparation to do. You may have everything ready to go. The outcome, just checking this, is the Hermit card. And this is a card that is associated with your opposite sign of Virgo. But it is very much like your domain, the 12th house, which is contemplative, solitary, preferring solitude and that kind of thing. And there may be a reason, actually for you, Pisces, Aquarius, transits are in that area for you. So this is very much highlighted at this time. So when you have your solar return, either in the latter part of February or in March, then you start to get into that first house and it starts a whole new cycle. But definitely take advantage of, if you feel more like you need that space, that time alone, definitely take it. Because even with the Seven of Swords, that to me can be a similar vibe. Because you will be able to make that Ace of Wands energy, you can ride that wave a lot better if you have a real game plan, and if it's coming from the deepest part of you. It's not just kind of a reaction to other things going on in your life, but you know, the things that you really want to accomplish. And that could also include love, because you'll know what to look for, you know what to avoid, and you can cut it off a lot quicker than maybe you did. Maybe you tolerated a lot of nonsense, and it finally led to you having to remove yourself. Okay, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I hope that that resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm primarily an astrologer, but obviously I do the tarot as well. You can check out my offerings online at rainandmoonastrology.com. The link is below to my online shop. Have a great middle of February, I guess. Bye.